Hello everyone, welcome to part 60 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7. So we are going to continue working on the home page banners that we are going to make dynamic for our home page. Okay, so these banners we are going to make dynamic. Okay, so in next few videos we are going to make this dynamic. So we are going in every video one step forward. So in last video we have created the migration table and we have inserted some of the banners with the help of seeding. Okay, so now we are going to display these banners in admin panel. So also we will do the active inactive status and the delete functionality of the banners as well. So let's start working on this thing. Okay, so I'm going to open the admin panel. So we are going to work on the admin panel once again. Okay, so like I have told you earlier that we will continue working on the admin panel side by side. We have started working on the front end, but it does not means that we are not required to work on admin panel. We will work on admin panel side by side. We require to work on admin panel side by side. Okay, so and also we keep updating. If we will find any issue anytime, we are going to update that. Okay, so be ready for that. See, nothing we have done so much code, but there is still maybe some issue at some end, okay, that we have not noticed. So we are going to resolve. See, every time if you are making not only this website, if you are going to make some other website as well, there might be chances that there are few issues in the website and you later on realize those issues, and but you must resolve those issues. Okay, before the launch you must resolve all the issues in the website, otherwise your client will kill you. Okay, so so let's start. And here I want to show the banners as well, and we'll make it like something like we are showing brands. Here the banners will come and here we are going to show. Okay, so that thing we are going to do. So let's first of all create the banners controller that we have not created yet. So the banners controller we are going to create. And okay, so let's create the banners controller, and the banners controller we are going to create inside the admin. Okay, we will create inside the front as well this time. Okay, but first of all, like we are working on the admin end, so we will create under admin folder. Okay, I will tell you where to create: app, http, controllers. And you can see there are two folder, and this is for admin controllers and this is for the front controllers. And we need to first create in admin controller. Later on we will also create the banner controller in the front as well for the front end coding. So every time if you are working in admin panel, if you want to make some changes in admin panel, if you want to resolve some issues in admin panel, then you just need to check in admin folder of admin. In this admin folder you need to check for the controller, that which controller you want to update, but you just need to check in this admin folder. Okay, so here we are going to create. So let's create php artisan make php artisan make controller. And our we are going to add in admin, and we are going to make it like banners controller. Okay, banners controller, make sure spellings are correct. Okay, so now it is fine, and we are going to check that it has been created or not. See, it has been created, banners controller. Okay, you can open this file as well here. Okay, so now it has been created. So we will create one route as well to show the banners in admin panel, like we always used to create. And we will create after this one banners, and get route is enough, just we want to show. So we will use the get route here. Okay, so here I'm going to use banners and banners controller at the rate of banners, like this. Okay, so now our get route is also ready, and now we need to create this banners function in banners controller. Here we are going to add the function banners, like this. Okay, so now we are going to add dollar banners. We are going to get all the banners here in this one. In this model we are going to include as well, and we are going to use the to array once again to convert our query result to array. Okay, so it will really help us in future to array. So learn how to use it. It is very simple to array. Okay, so here we are also going to include our banner as well. Use app here banner. Okay, like this. Okay, so to array we are using and we can debug the result like dd all our banners. So we have modified our code now. Earlier on we are using that json decode encode. Okay, so now and also for printer. Okay, so we have other alternatives as well. Okay, so you can check all the alternatives. You can use all the alternatives, and which one is best suitable for you, you can use that. Okay, so here I am going to open here admin, and here I will check banners, and here you can see it will come like this, and all the three banners are coming from the admin panel from the banners table. Banner 1.png, banner 2.png, and banner 3.png with all the information, with all the details. Okay, so now it is fine. Now we can return these banners details, this banners array to our banners blade file that we are going to create. Return view admin banners, and in banners folder we are going to create the banners file, and here we are going to send the banners array. Okay, and this one we can comment. Okay, so this file we are going to create inside the banners folder that we are going to create inside our resources views folder, resources views admin, and here we are going to create one more folder, banners, and inside this we are going to create one file. Here in Mac we can create it like this, but in Windows you can simply create, you know how to create the file. Okay, so here we just need to create like this, touch banners dot blade dot php like this. Okay, so you can go inside and you can see the file has been created. You can open this file. Okay, you can open this file like this, and now we can use some other table for the design, some other file for the design. We can copy the design. Okay, no need to do from the scratch. You can copy from some other file, like I will open brands, this one I can copy from here. Okay, so I can simply paste it here, and I can make changes now. So everywhere you can find it like this. Okay, so banners, and here as well, make change everywhere banner. Okay, so I don't think anywhere left now, still it's there. Okay, so now you can see here we are going to have id image. First we are going to show the image. I'm going to add it like this, and after image we are going to show the link. Okay, and after link we are going to show the title, and after title we are going to show that alt tag, and after alt tag we are going to store the status. Okay, like this. Okay, so we can also put the status inside actions, so they're not required. Okay, so that is enough. So here we are going to show the image. So first of all I will just show the image name, later on I will show the image itself. So after that we are going to show link, title, alt. Okay, link, title, and alt tag like this. Okay, so now it is fine. And see, for active inactive status, see, edit banner is not there right now, but we can keep its link, we will later on update. And delete banner, it is fine, delete banner. Okay, so here also we can update banner status. We can have the banner IDs going so that it will start working automatically. Just route and function we need to create, that we are going to create, no issue. But first of all, we are going to view that banners are coming or not. Okay, so let's see. uh, okay, so we are passing the array, we are not passing the object, so we need to update it to array. Okay, so make sure, like, if you are passing from array, then array must come here. Okay, if you are passing in objects, then object must come here. Okay, so make sure you know about this thing. So we are passing array this time, so most of the time we are going to use the array for the front end. Okay, so anytime we need to use the array function, then it is really helpful for us. So always try to use the array. Okay, it will only one step, you need to do additional one step, but it will really help you. Okay, so here as well. Make sure that in every place you have done, otherwise the issue will come up. Okay, so like this. Okay, 68th line, here we are left somewhere. Okay, here. Okay, now you can see the details are coming. Now we are going to show the images as well here, and here also you can see the links are coming: edit, delete, and status. Okay, so now we are going to update the image. Okay, and for image, we are going to give here the image path. Okay, so here we can give it like this, and we are going image src. Link also we are going to give. Okay, so link also a href, and after that image, and we can here add the that URL, that asset for the image asset, and we know the path, and it is under images, and inside images there are banner images, and under banner images it is dollar banner image. Okay, like this. Okay, now we can simply close and close this one as well. Okay, so for link as well, here we can give that URL, and that link will come. This link will come here, but link we are going separately, so it is not required here. It is required at front end we will give. Okay, so it is not, because we are going to show the separate link here. Okay, so that is fine now, and I'm going to check this banner we can remove. Okay, so it is coming full size, so we need to add this size here. We will add the width here 150 pixel, that is enough. So now the banners are coming up. Okay, so you can increase the width little bit as more as well. Okay, so now the banners are coming up, all the three banners are coming, you can see. Okay, now we are going to work on the active inactive status. Okay, so for active inactive status, we already know that we need to add the route for the active inactive status in the same way like we have added the route for the others as well. And we can copy any of the earlier routes like this one for updating the status as well as for deleting the banner. Okay, so these two I can copy and just paste, no need to do that again. And instead of image, we just require to update it like update banner status like this. Okay, and here as well we will give the banners controller at both places, and here we are going to update the update banner status will come up here like this. Okay, and here as well delete banner, and here it will come like delete banner as well. Okay, so both routes we have created for updating status and for deleting the banner. Okay, so now we just need to add the functions for both for updating the status, and we can also copy this one from the brand controller. You can copy like update brand status, and here we can make it like update banner status. No need to add the function from scratch. Okay, because it is almost same. Okay, so here just you need to add the update banner status, and you just need to update this brand to banner, and this brand id to banner id. Okay, so that is done. And you just need to add admin script. In admin script we will just copy like update brand status, we are going to copy and we'll paste it. We are going to paste it down somewhere after this one image status, and here after this one we are going to add update brand status. Okay, so here update banner status. Okay, so we will again update all the brand to banner like this. Okay, so now we can try updating the status of the banner like it is enabled right now. And okay, so one more place we need to update verify crf token for all the admin routes. We are adding this one, but for front we are going to add the csrf token. Okay, we will not do this for front end for the security reason. Okay, update banner status, here we can add it like this, update banner status. Okay, now we can try once again. See, still some issue, so I will right click and open that uh, developer tool, and we'll check out that what issue is coming up exactly. Okay, so here we can, issue is also not coming up. Okay, so now I need to debug our code, that what is happening here. Okay, so I need to go back and we'll check out the banners, and here we'll check out that everything is fine or not. Here update banner status, so that is fine. Banner id is fine, that is fine as well. And okay, and I will make sure status is active. So that seems to be fine, and I will go to our admin script now, and here I am going to check update banner status. Okay, so here is the issue. You can see that we easily identify the issue like this. You can also identify your issue. So I am giving here not updated the class, also that is why the issue is coming. So I will go back and we'll check once again, and now we'll see. So now it is disabled. You can see I can able to disable. So all three banners are disabled now. I will refresh, and here must be converted to 0 status, and you can see the status has been converted to 0. Okay, so now I able to do status, I can able to disable and enable once again. Okay, you can see that we can make enable as well all three status. Okay, without any issues. Okay, so that is fine. Now we will work on the delete functionality, and for delete as well we will add the function. We have already added the route, and we will add the function now for delete as well. Okay, public function, and for deleting the banner we will add the function like delete banner, and we will need to pass the id. We are passing the id there, or id of the banner, so that we must delete that particular banner. Okay, so here first of all we will pick the get banner image. I will go to pick like get banner image, so that we can delete the banner image as well from the folder. Okay, so dollar banner image we are going to pick from the banner model, where id dollar id, like this. Okay, and after getting the banner image, I am going to get the banner path. Here we are going to get the banner image path, banner image path. Images, it's inside images, then banner underscore images. Okay, only this one we are going to write here. Okay, so now we are going to delete the, first of all we are going to delete the banner from the folder. Okay, delete banner image if not exists. Okay, so first of all we are going to check the banner image, and we are going to delete from the folder. Okay, so I'm going to add like delete banner image from banners folder. So first of all we will check that image exists there or not. Okay, if it exists then only we can able to delete, otherwise we will not delete. Okay, otherwise we bypass this one. Okay, file exists. Okay, then we will write here dollar banner image path. We are checking that if banner exists inside this path and with the name this one, banner image and our image object. Okay, if it exists then we are going to delete from the this path itself, we are going to write. Okay, if it exists then we are going to delete from here. Okay, banner image if exists in banners folder. Okay, so that is fine, and after that we are going to delete the banner from banners table as well. Okay, delete banner from banners table. Okay, and that is banner where id dollar id and delete. And after that we are going to return back the user session slash, this one we are going to use success message, like we always do, success message banner returned successfully. Okay, return redirect back. So now we are going to check, let's see, we are going to try to delete this third banner, and here see this one is coming, so the script is working fine. That sweet alert we have done earlier. Okay, we have the common function, if you remember, for deleting anything from our admin panel, and it really helps us. And you can see, check out the common function. We are having the common confirmation deletion with sweet alert. Okay, just we need to pass the record and record id. Record is our the banner we are going to remove from the banner table, and record id is the banner id. Okay, so just we need to pass that we are passing from our banners blade file. You can see that we are passing in record banner, that is the banner table. Okay, our see banner we are using here, whatever we are using, see banner we are passing, and banner we are passing here as a record, and in route itself we are making like admin slash delete hyphen in place of record, that banner will come. So it will call the banner model and banner function, delete banner function. Okay, so so that record we are using in the route itself, okay, to delete the banner. And here be the banner id we are passing, okay, so that which particular id, which particular banner id we are going to remove. Okay, so that we are using. And now see, I'm going to remove it, and we'll click on yes, and then we'll see yes, lit it. And so see, session we need to add there. Okay, so we are left with the session, use session. Okay, so that it will bring the user back with the success message. Okay, so once again I'm going to open the banners. So two now left. Now I will do again yes, lit it. Now see, it is showing banner lit successfully. Okay, so now that image has been gone, and that image has been gone from the folder as well. Okay, you can see that it will not show up in the folder. Just go resources, views, admin, banners, and you can see sorry, not this one, in public images, banner images, and here you can see only one left. Okay, that banner image also removed from the folder as well. Otherwise your server will become really heavy. Okay, so don't keep. If you want to keep, then you can keep as well. Okay, so now this one also we can remove, delete, and here cancel, and you can delete again. Yes, delete it. It has also removed. And you can simply insert with that command php artisan db seed, like I have told you last time, that with the help of seeding you can create again. Okay, just here you can see that everything is empty, so that the id will start from 1, you can make it empty from here as well. And now just the command you need to run, but before that you can put those banners again from your folder. Just that simple thing you need to do from your here these three banners you can put once again. See, from next video we started adding the banner from the admin panel itself. Okay, so this is for the dummy purpose only there, that if you want to view it, then we are showing it like this. Okay, you can simply paste. Oh sorry, I need to copy it properly. Control C, and we'll go inside banner images, and here you can paste, and you can make their name like banner 1.png, banner 2.png, and banner 3.png. Okay, so now one command you need to run, php artisan db seed. Okay, so it will, so spelling mistake are there, I think. Yeah, maybe artisan, I need to check what is the issue. Sorry, I am running command at the wrong place. Okay, here we sorry, here we need to run that command, php artisan db seed. Okay, now you can see it has been created again. Now we can refresh, and you can see our banners has come back again. Okay, otherwise it will take bit time to create those banners from the like add banner functionality that we are going to do in the next video. Okay, so in next video we are going to work on add banner and edit banner as well. Okay, so and after that we are finally making it dynamic from the admin panel. Then you can update these banner anytime. Okay, and disable also and delete also. Okay, so that we are going to do in our next video, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any queries, you can surely ask me. Okay, then have a nice time. Goodbye.